3FM. God bless the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. My name is Jude. Welcome to Front Page Review on this Super Dial, VOP 90.3 FM. Yeah. Happy Boxing Day, first of all. Happy Boxing Day. You know, I'm not saying you should go around fighting. It beats you, now you know. Somebody pass you, beats you, now you know. It's when we say Boxing Day, it has to do with giving out gifts, okay? Boxes of gifts. So just go around today doing good like Jesus. He went around doing good, right? That was what the Holy Scripture said. Okay, let's put it aside and visit all of the newspapers we can for you this morning on the show, Front Page Review. If it's your first time, this is how we do it between 7 a.m. and 8:30 a.m. weekdays alone. All right, I'm going to start today's journey from Vanguard newspaper. Military warns against this. The Vanguard newspaper has that story this morning. The Vanguard newspaper has that story this morning. Let's move on now. Katsina police for kidnap attempt rescue 10 victims, and of course 2 persons died from that. On insurgency, NAF to acquire more attack jets, helicopters, CAS says. And this story is coming up again here. Military warns against disinformation, says Sokoto air strikes hit associates of terrorists. Salah never disappoints. Reactions as Liverpool star family pose with Christmas tree. You can just grab a copy of Vanguard newspaper and you get to read everything. Jigawa governor loses mom. Well, may her soul rest in peace. Abdul Razak parades strides as IEDPU rally support for urban renewal initiative. Serap urges Tinubu IGP to investigate alleged assault on Channels TV crew at Uni Abuja. Serap urges Tinubu IGP to investigate alleged assault on Channels TV crew at Uni Abuja. Katsina police for a kidnap attempt rescue 10 victims, 2 dead. And then there is an update here. Many dead, others hospitalized as fighter jet bombs 2 Sokoto communities. Okay. Anambra lawmaker Honorable Azuka kidnapped on his way home. Anambra lawmaker Honorable Azuka kidnapped on his way home. Now to Edo State now. Council chairman resume work as plots to remove them thickens. Council chairman resume work as plots to remove them thickens. Okay, let's see. Immigration stampede happened under your watch. APC tackles People's Democratic Party. Okay, let's see if we could touch on some more there. Okay, let's leave Vanguard newspaper now and touch on some of the newspapers quickly. Daily Post is next, everyone. In Gombe State, bus runs into Christmas procession, injures 22 persons. Bus runs into Christmas procession, injures 22 persons. A Christmas Day fire got shop in Onitsha. It's quite heavy. Christmas Day fire got shops in Onitsha. Bishop Hassan Kukah blames food queues, stampedes on government failures. Police for a kidnap attempt in Katsina rescue 10 hostages. Court orders DSS to release or arraign detained Mieti Allah leaders. Court orders DSS to release or arraign detained Mieti Allah leader. Okay, let's touch on some more national stories now. Murder of retired Niger Permanent Secretary. Prime suspect dies in police custody. On Christmas tragedy, airstrike targeting Lakurawa bombs 2 Sokoto communities. Now, wow. Acquired lands now. Abia communities demand employment opportunities from state government And on insecurity, Nigerian army advises troops to avoid communication with enemies. On Christmas, let's be our brother's keepers. Buni to Yobe Khan. Aye warns against establishing Sharia court in southwest Nigeria. And to some more stories now. Rivers State is next. Fubara still member of the PDP, says Woko. Fubara is still member of the People's Democratic Party. On hardship now, many homes in Nigeria can't afford to join Christmas celebration, says the Labour Party. Many homes. Tinubu's media chat shows he doesn't care about economic hardship, says the People's Democratic Party. And on Christmas still, keep home alive. APC tells Nigerians. Keep hope alive. Keep hope alive. None of our members defected to APC in Imo State. That is Imo PDP saying that there. And of course, Bode George is coming out this morning to also say Tinubu's policy is increasing hardship. Nigerians are very, very hungry. Okay, let's take on some more. Federal government spent 8.73 billion naira on power supply for Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport in Abuja. It's a report there that the federal government spent 8.73 billion naira on power supply for Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport. Now, on Christmas now, federal government subsidized transport costs for 144 routes, secured roads, and of course secured roads. Tinubu there. Christmas naira strengthens against dollar on black market. Again, NNPCL reduces fuel price. All right, let's leave Daily Post now and check some other headlines. Yeah. These headlines here. Okay, Lagos, Abuja, Rivers phone seekers throng parks amid stampede fears. Lagos, Abuja, Rivers phone seekers throng parks amid stampede fears. Man nabbed for killing 4-year-old son in Edo State. And then Sokoto villagers accidentally killed as NAF bombs Lakurawa terrorists. World Bank suspends loan fees for poor nations. World Bank suspends loan fees for poor nations. I hope Nigeria is part of it. Are we poor? I don't know, but we'll talk about that. NBS budgets 35 million naira for cybersecurity training amidst website hack. Tinubu, Ogun leaders champion tech innovation. Let's get to check up some more stories now. Sokoto villagers accidentally killed as NAF bombs Lakurawa terrorists. And arrested for raping an impregnating 16-year-old girl. And arrested for raping an impregnating 16-year-old girl in Ogun State. All right, can I talk in Ogun State? All right, can I touch on some metro stories here? Let's see if I can quickly touch on them. A man nabbed for killing 4-year-old son in Edo. 4 suspected motorcycle cylinder thieves arrested in Ogun. Okay, 5 escaped death in Lagos auto crash. Still giving you some metro stories. The Punch has it. Okay. 2 cops, 3 kidnappers killed in Imo shootout. Suspected killer of Niger permanent secretary died in hospital, says police. 22 injured as vehicles hit Gombe Christmas procession. 22 injured. 3 suspects nabbed for attempted kidnap in Anambra. And of course, 2 killed in Gombe farmers' herders clashes. Panic as hoodlums abduct Anambra lawmaker. Funny stories. Very, very ugly stories, I must say. And then to the political side now, Tinubu's media chat confirms the APC's insensitivity to Nigeria's hardship, says the People's Democratic Party. Okay. Maybe we should leave the Punch newspaper now and visit Daily Thrust newspaper. 7:12 a.m. already. Many fell dead as fighter jets bombed Sokoto community. Kukah blames stampedes on government's failure to end hunger. Delays, overcrowding, free trade ride. And of course, some more now. 22 injured as vehicle runs into Christmas procession in Gombe State. Can ask Tinubu to reduce food prices and of course strengthen agriculture. The president said he's not going to force any. Okay, 2024 now. NAF recorded over 1,040 missions, neutralized bandit leaders in Northwest. Chief of Army Staff is the one saying that NAF recorded over 1,040 missions, neutralized bandit leaders in Northwest. All right, gas cylinder explosion kills apprentice, injures 3 in Niger. Gun attack headers kill cattle in Plateau. Gunmen attack headers, rather, kill cattle in Plateau. 90.3 FM. The Guardian is next, everyone. LASMA rescues 5 injured passengers on Mile 2 Badagry Expressway. Khan urges Christians to reflect. Oboriwori Guo urged Nigerians to pray for unity. Nigeria's aide Dano appointed executive director, West Africa, WSDG's DGO's West Africa. Okay, on Christmas now, Shetima assures Nigerians of federal government's commitment to welfare for all. Fire got shops in Onitsha on Christmas Day. Emir Sanusi felicitates Christians on Christmas Day. We are not imposing Maikudu as substantive VC in Uni Abuja. We are not imposing him at all. Big headline here. Kukah laments state of the nation. Yeah, that's a big headline there. On tax reform bill, opposition on basis of undue favor to some states unfounded. That is coming from the Senate leader. Opposition on basis of undue favor to some states unfounded. Senate leader is there saying that. And of course, I told you earlier, and the Sun is repeating it again. Fire guts Anambra market. Suicide bombers kill 2 mourners in Borno. Suicide bombers kills 2 mourners in Borno State. And then Kano anti-graft agency scales up enlightenment programs. On tax reform still, let it state boast of one produce for export. Archbishop Yahaya is there saying that. Let each state boast of one produce for export. I think that's a good one, friends. Don't you think so? Each state. There are several ways to, take us out of poverty in this country. But our leaders are not just looking that way. When it comes to food in Nigeria, is of course essential. There are several ways, or there are several things our leaders, and of course, children. 2027 APC stakeholders to reconcile aggrieved members in Adamawa State. And of course, I also reported Azerbaijan Airlines.
A couple of stories making the round. But, your state has come out to say that they were actually not setting up the Sharia court, that what they were doing is set up a Sharia arbitration panel, for Muslim families that believe in Sharia, to bring their family squabbles to and all of that. But, somebody feels taken aback when you hear anything about the Sharia laws. They claim it's already ongoing in parts of the Southwest, but there's also been a lot of pushback, because at some point, before anything Sharia had to be done in the North, it had to be codified. So, and that's the reason for the pushback and a lot of conversations back and forth. So the question is, why is this coming at a point in time like this, and what's the government take on it? And this is a deliberate question, because when you look at it, I remember when the first conversation of Sharia started during the time of Olusegun as regards to institute Sharia law in some parts of the North. Then, so those that are asking questions, they're very valid and they're very right on point to be able to ask those questions. All we want is peace, safety, and security, and we don't want any, back and forth as regards this. So we are grateful for the clarity, but we just want things to be able to be done in an orderly manner so that we don't have any religious strife at this point in time. Secondly, the case of Interpol looking for many, many Nigerians, about 14 of them have been, looked for according to the Interpol network. And that's a story making the rounds as we reported. And Muslim Rights Concern is saying that why are they using a sledgehammer on those that were the organizers for the events in Ibadan that led to a stampede, and those in Anambra and in Abuja, nothing has been done to them. We all remember that Olori Naomi had actually been taken into consideration, to incarceration, I should tell you, in Agodi prisons, pending when that case is going to be heard. And in fact, there's also a story making the rounds today, although not confirmed yet, that she had an incident. She was unwell in the prison. I think she had to be rushed to the hospital and all of that. That's yet to be confirmed, but we saw reports around that. So the question is why is she being taken? And that's what Merrick is asking. And why are others that as regards that were affected or that organized the event that led to the stabbing in Anambra State not taken in for questioning and all of that. So that's some of the concerns they raised. And Nel Fund, yes, the case of Nel Fund. In fact, they said they get over 1,500 requests daily for Nel Fund. They're trying to extend it to about 1.8 million Nigerian students, that are schooling in the university system across the country. And let's see how that pans out. Anyway, that's President Tinubu's student loan initiative, which was one of his campaign promises. But I must also have to say it's also a sad Christmas for a lot of government workers, because as of today, most of them have not still received their salary. And they're wondering what is
It's
going
so
on,
sad.
as regards this festive period. Uh, Workers are not being paid as at this point in time. And what can be done to be able to ease and ameliorate the pain of workers? The failure of government is behind the hunger crisis and tragic stampede. That's what Father Kukah has been saying, that the failure of government is behind this. And to a large extent, he has a
It's true.
very strong point. Because when you look at the pain that is in the land, as a result of these policies of President Tinubu, that all the politicians keep saying, oh, don't worry, these policies will pan out well. We're not seeing the effects. There's just only more suffering, more hunger, more poverty, more deprivation. When you have this in the system, then nothing works. So you cannot have a
Hmm. Hello? Are you there?
of their lives and livelihood, and you expect things to work. It's not going to work. And those are the challenges, that are being faced at a point in time like this in our country. So Kuka is right. Government should be able to look into these things with a hope to be able to bring in resolutions to them. Government on Tuesday night abducted member representing Odisha 1 North constituency in Anambra
Mm,
State.
mm.
Honorable Azuka was abducted while returning home to Ugwano Banke Road, inland town, Onitsha. Adopted lawmaker as the chieftain of the Labour Party, who regained his mandate after the court sacked the People's Democratic Party Representative Douglas Egboda, who previously was announced as the winner of the poll. It's a very sad one. Was said to have been double crossed at gunpoint and was quickly whisked away in an operation that did not take
Yeah.
up to 5 minutes. The close associate of the lawmakers who played an meeting said that the lawmaker's abduction have remained unknown and his abductors have not made any contact yet. That's another sad one this Christmas period.
Hello? Okay. Let me leave you. Let me leave you to go. Thank you, Rufai Oseni. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I think the issue of Nnamdi Kanu is coming up again this morning. I mean, that started yesterday. I mean, everyone has been saying that Nnamdi Kanu should be released. This is December. I mean, we're looking at releasing him before the end of the year. I mean, it shouldn't be released in 2025. I mean, if we enter 2025, some persons are of the opinion that it might linger up until later part of the year again. It's just an opinion. That's what some persons have said, some Nigerians have said, and in fact, they're clamoring, they're saying that this man should be released. I mean, Like, after the election, people were saying it should be a gift, to Nigerians, it should be released, and let it be a gift to Nigerians. And the same thing is repeating itself again. People are saying, hey, Kanu should be released now. I mean, let it be a gift to Nigerians again, because this season, I mean, the things are not just going well. Why not release this man? Let there be, joy in the country. Let there be peace, in the southeast. But then, these are some of the stories we will touch, all right, on the show this morning. But it's going to be right after this. My name is Jude. Ikami Jude. I'll be right back.
Season's greetings from Polaris Bank, the digital bank of the year. On behalf of the board, management, and staff of Polaris Bank Limited, we thank you all, our customers and partners, for your patronage and support. We look forward to serving you better in the new year. Download Vault from Google Play Store or iOS App Store today for your convenient and secure banking.
Yes, they go, we dey work for dough. Some days it's fast, some days it's slow. Many highs and lows, but we carry go. Nothing go stop our doing so. Now the night just spirit, yes we move. With family, there's love at home. We know say Christmas, it don't come over. Blow the trumpet, it parampe.
Hello, I go. Everywhere you go. Everybody go lo. We go enjoy,
So we go dey celebrate. It's a yellow Christmas, so we celebrate. When you hear the bedroom, everybody celebrate. It's a yellow Christmas, so we celebrate. We do it anyway, any place.
Disconnect from distractions. Go make a difference this season. Merry Christmas from MTN.
Are you aware that Iruka Online Limited installed and designed a 100,000 capacity church building? Oh yeah, we are the sole distributors of global leading brands all over the world, such as Wafday Line Array, speakers and digital amplifiers, Preseno's digital mixers and studio equipment, Coswell workstations and keyboards, Fender guitars, Mapex drums, Ashdown bass combos, just to mention but a few. We offer flexible payment plan handled by our financial department with 24/7 customer care support system. You can visit our website on www.iruka.com to avoid buying fake products. You can also visit our showroom at number 36 Lagos International Airport Road beside Golden Tulip Hotel. Iruka, never settle for less.
Season's greetings from Polaris Bank, the digital bank of the year. On behalf of the board, management, and staff of Polaris Bank Limited, we thank you all, our customers and partners, for your patronage and support. We look forward to serving you better in the new year. Download Vault from Google Play Store or iOS App Store today for your convenient and secure banking.
All right, welcome back, everyone. It's Voice of the People 90.3 FM. Several stories making around this morning. Several big stories making around. But then I quickly want to touch on, a couple, just one or two, and then we open up the studio lines. So you can join the conversation this morning. Okay, now let me break down this the particular story, for you. Let me break down this particular story. It has to do with the bombing. All right, the bombing in you're trying to bomb Lakurawa, and then the other happened. Some persons are really not too cool with that story, and really not cool with that story. But then let me break it down quickly. A Nigerian Air Force strike intended to neutralize Lakurawa terrorists marred Christmas celebrations in Sokoto State yesterday as it mistakenly hit two communities, killing several residents. According to the report here, this is just as terrorists attacked a a military base in Borno State with armed drones injuring 5 members of the troops. Yeah, killing several other persons, accidentally killing other persons. Okay, now, aside that story, there are some other stories. Told you the issue of Nnamdi Kanu is also coming up. It's coming up. Everyone. His popularity has multiplied over the past years, as has his unshakable. That's what they're saying. For those opposing his release, are simply making money with his infamous and illegal detention. American military veterans of Igbo descent as a body maintains that there is more to gain than to lose when he gets freed. Did you hear that? Okay, now that's for the American body. But then there is another one here. The Apex Igbo Social Cultural Organization, Ohanaeze Ndigbo, has issued a statement condemning the role of certain Southeast leaders in delaying the release of the indigenous people of Biafran leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. All right? Condemning the role of some certain Southeast leaders. Their organization stated that self-serving political ambitions among some Southeast governors and a former governor are at the heart of prolonged detention of the separatist leader. I'd like to read that line again. The organization stated that self-serving political ambitions among some Southeast governors and a former governor are at the heart of the prolonged detention of the separatist leader. The organization accused 2 governors in particular of prioritizing their bids for the 2027 vice presidential nomination over the welfare of their constituents. Ohanaeze Ndigbo warned about the dire consequences of the publicity, pointing to the persistent violence of insecurity in the Southeast. The organization accused the implicated governors of exploiting the region's security crisis to secure inflated security votes while neglecting the suffering of the people. That's another report again. There are several reports as regards Nnamdi Kanu this morning, but then several other ones. Maybe I'll still touch on them, okay? I'll touch on them. Let me get to open up the studio lines so you can be part of the conversation this morning. You're free to touch on any story you want to touch on. You're free. You're just free to do that. Only if you call 0700 903 903 903. 0700 903 903 903. WhatsApp 081 717 56338. 081 717 56338. I beg you, move away from your radio set or just turn down the volume so we can hear each other. Just about 60 seconds for everyone, and make sure you keep your comments very, very civil. Very, very civil. Move away from your radio set like I told you. Thank you so much. Let's begin. Good morning to you. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Can you speak up, please?
Yes, it's Mr. Nnamdi Kanu.
Hello? Please speak up. If you're calling, I beg you, speak up. Okay? Thank you. 0700 903 903 903. Also send your messages via WhatsApp, okay? To that same number, 081 717 56338. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. 0700 903 903 903 is the number to call. Like I said, WhatsApp 081 717 56338. Hello, good morning.
Hello, Kajita, good morning.
Good morning to you.
Yeah. My talk is on the release of Nnamdi Kanu. It seems like the Nigerian government is driving joy from what is going on in Igbo land. People have been saying this and that and this and that. Actually, most of our governors and some other politicians have their own issues. But their own power is not greater than the power of government to allow the young man to go and have rest. They have told him enough. But I see that the punishment or what both are going through, our federal government always have joy in it. They don't have joy, they could have flipped the man by now. And my second talk is on people that fill up President's house yesterday or whatever. I see that in this part of Nigeria, people love to be given something more than something came direct for their own joy. They always love going from one place or the other to receive palliative instead of going for a real thing that will keep them moving. It is a pity. It is a pity the government has failed Nigeria. God bless you this morning.
God bless you too. Thank you so much for calling. But you know, as regards that airstrike, the military is coming out to say something. It said they're saying those that they killed are not just innocent Nigerians, that they are terrorist associates. Do you understand? You know, they denied civilians' death or civilian deaths in Sokoto airstrikes. But that airstrike actually targets terrorist associates. That's what they say. So which do we believe? The Kukah is that people are dead. People died. Right? Yeah, the Kukah is people died in that airstrike. But then, what can we say? That's the report we're getting this morning. Let's take some more calls. Good morning to you. Uh-oh. Please do call back if you can. Sorry. Good morning. Good morning. Hello, good morning to you. Hello? 0700 903 903 903. Call me on WhatsApp 08171756338. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you.
Yeah, my name is Innocent. Good morning. My name is Innocent. I'm calling from Amuwo, the first stage.
Welcome.
Please, I say, first of all, I want to talk with you. As you say, the Muslim and the Christian should start farming. I don't agree with that because I know we have a body that is used to farm in Nigeria. If they be arranged and they remove those herdsmen and those people that are disturbing them in the farm, they will produce what is going to be enough for Nigerians. It's only when they cannot produce what is going to be enough, we cannot argue for the people we also add up with them. But now, they have never given that fair opportunity to go back to farm and do what they know how to do very well. That is for that. But for those who say they should release Nnamdi Kanu, the military in American military, whatever he said at that time, which I forgot some of the name he called them, they are right. If they release Nnamdi Kanu to Nigeria today free, the problem of that is man-made. 95% of it will be over. And it will bring more plus to this current government. Because when the Southeast state in Southeast is working, doing everything as Nigerians, this current president will be happy because they will bring a lot of plus in his government. And if there is any political advisor that is telling him that if Southeast is in peace, it will make someone to be maybe having upper hand over him in that Southeast is lie. I am one of those who campaign for Mr. President. Even I fight with my friends, those who even love me, those who feel that they are always angry with me, but I don't mind because when I believe in you, I believe in you. So what I will advise Mr. President, if you can use it as Christmas gift for us, we'll be happy. Let me release Nnamdi Kanu. And the 2027, I'm granting that I'm assuring him that he's going to win more than 3 states out of that 5. So let him go ahead and release that man, and so that all of us will be happy going back to the field to do what we know how to do it better for him. So that's what I advise the current president. Let him do the needful. Release that man. Peace will be in Nigeria. Do everything to help Nigerians. So that when we are going to field to talk to the Nigerians, we see something to base to talk to them that this is what this man has done. So that is fine. Thank you.
Thank you so much for calling. Okay. Hello, good morning to you this morning. Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning to you.
Yes. Good morning. I am Mr. Mike. I'm calling you from Agbado area.
Welcome. Welcome.
Yeah. What I want to talk about is the news about release of Nnamdi Kanu as I was coming from the Ohanes and Libo. Actually, I want to tell Ohanes and Libo that they should go and sit down because that thing they're saying is not the truth. If the federal government wants to release Nnamdi Kanu, no person from anywhere will stop that. It is no governor or political whoever, no matter their ambition, they cannot stop the release of Nnamdi Kanu. And I don't believe even that they have interest in doing that. None of them is working against that. If they are working, it cannot work. If federal government is interested in doing that. So I only want to harness them able to go and they should not be causing problems in Igbo land in the name of their leaders of Southeast or Igbos. So that's what I want to say this morning. It should not be causing problem among Igbos, causing division among Igbos.
Thank you so much. Appreciate your call. 0700 903 903 903. Yeah? Call me up. WhatsApp 081 717 56338. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning to you.
And your family.
Fine. Great.
This is trumpet.
Sound the trumpet.
I proceed. Yeah. You see, the Air Force strikers, they have done it again. This is the second time or third time this year. They will call it mistake. After the thing, they will call it mistake. See, 7 a.m. yesterday, people are celebrating, enjoying themselves. They just go there and destroy 2 villagers in Sokoto there. See, in that Air Force there, they have microscope, they have systems they use to know who be who, what to do. The way these people are taking lives of people in this country is very, very bad. I tell you, because nothing will happen now for all these souls they have deleted. Nothing will happen. But I want them to remember one thing. Those are our brothers and sisters, mamas and mothers there for Sokoto. We are the same blood. We are the same soul. We are one. Nobody is different. So if they are taking them down, it touches everybody. And they're supposed to block the book for this. Because this thing I've done before. This is the third one this year. They will call it mistake. What kind of stupid mistake is that, sir? It's a very stupid mistake. They are doing it time to time. And nothing will happen to them. To block them to book, they can never do that. See, secondly, Mr. Jude, there's something every time I'm hearing, for news time to time, the thing that touch me. You will see a man of 60 years or 50 years going one-on-one with a little girl of 7 years or 8 years, even 10 years. After everything, you will see the man come out, they move freely for road, which is very wrong. Because we don't have a strong law in this country. When this thing want to step up for India there, they put it into law that any man they got on that kind of act, they will take the man and account their way. And the thing stopped. Till today, nobody they tried that for India. But the thing don't stay for this Nigeria here. What kind of country is this? What kind of law are we practicing here? Are we just using one bit like say?
Hello?
Sir, are you there? I read my case here, you are blessed.
It's all right. Thank you.
Confirmed.
Thank you. Thank you so much for calling. Hello, good morning to you.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
How do you enjoy your Xmas yesterday?
Fine, great.
All right. My name is Ukeme. I'm calling from Ilasa.
Okay.
All right. What I want to say is just two things that is necessary or that's so important for us to understand. And I want to talk about the food aspect. The problem of Nigeria in the aspect of food is fuel, is the price of fuel. We have agriculture that is working, just that they don't allow them to farm. If the government can look into that area, if the area is a matter of insecurity, they should look into it. Allow the farmers to do their work. Even if this food whatsoever is produced on the next street or next third bus stop, as far as it is transportation that we deliver to wherever it is, that is where the problem lies. So just two things. The problem is fuel. Once the fuel price comes down, everything food will normalize. This hunger you are crying, somebody will have 1,000 and he can buy something of 500 and have change. Then you have 1,000, you can't even eat for even 1,500 and be satisfied. That is number one. Number two, the issue of Nnamdi Kanu to be released. Somebody said something that interests me. The government know what to do. If they want to release him, they will release him. And it's not the duty of any of that fellow. Them has been shouting, saying all manner of nothing happened. Government knows what to do. They know what to do. And I think it is time for them to do the needful, to do the right thing. Let them release that man, at least as a bonus, as a big gift to Nigeria, and mostly the people from the southeast. I've been waiting to hear from my senior man, Peter Monson, if you recall. I know maybe he's somewhere enjoying himself or doesn't want to call this morning, because that's one person I respect when he calls. Thank you, and have a good time.
All right, thank you. Thank you so much for calling. Appreciate you. All right, let me talk to you. Hello, good morning. Good morning. Can you talk to us now? You've been running.
You are a patriotic and a loyal citizen of this country because you started it with prayer. Because Tinubu said that we should pray for our leader. So you started by praying for him. Also, I want to start with prayer this morning. So I'm going to use my own dialect. Maybe the interpretation will come tomorrow. Or even if Tika Mons or any other person can also interpret it. As we are entering 2025, Abasaya is saying, every God, if we don't want to APC. Amen. Now, I want to say something this morning concerning Nnamdi Kanu. It will be a very shameful thing if that man remains in custody of DSS in 2025. And I stand to challenge all the Igbo brothers this morning and the elders that it will be a very shameful thing if they allow that man to remain in custody of DSS till next year. You see, the writer of the book that accused the Babalola of one thing or the other. I'm granting it there. Again, Sunday who also fight for your signature has also been released. But this man is also language who pay. So I want to say that it will be a very shameful thing if the leaders of the party do not come together and ask this man to release. I don't believe in begging him to release Nnamdi. It's to abide with what the law has said.
Okay.
Because if this man is not guilty, that man will release and go home.
All right.
Now, concerning the bombing of the great fighter of the Air Force, this is not the first time. It happened in Kaduna, and at the end of it all, nobody was brought to home. Boko Haram is killing Nigerians. Nigerian Air Force is also killing Nigerians. Tinubu is also killing Nigeria with all the strike and all the hunger, with everything. It is so sad. Please, let us have a peaceful and a civilized New Year 2025. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for calling. Hello, good morning to you. Hello, good morning. Are you there? Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Okay. Good morning to you this morning.
Good morning, Ekame Judah.
Good morning.
How are you doing today?
Fine. Good morning.
Okay. My name is Kenneth Kasi.
Okay.
I am calling from Cinema Abbey.
All right.
Yeah. My take this morning is on two things actually. First, on the strike on the Air Force, and second, the release of the Nnamdi Kanu. First, in a nation, you need drones and computer from wherever you are, monitoring everything, whatsoever. Do you know that you saying that operation alone was a mistake? It actually exists. The chief of defense would have been in trouble by now. The person in charge of that operation should be in prison as I'm talking to you now, like this. And then in this nation, it happens and it's as if nothing has happened. It all is going on normal. Not as in like, really? Are we living a life in this country? That's it. Second, on the Nnamdi issue, when they arrested this man the first time, most Igbos, and he don't tell too much, made them carry him whatsoever, peace will come to Igbos. I think now they are saying they should release him. He's the only one that can establish that peace back. But now they have taken Samuel Ekpa also. They say, take that one, give us Nnamdi Kanu. Look, no, we should stop deceiving ourselves. In a state, before I go on, let me give you an instance. When Fayoshe was the governor of Ekiti State, herdsmen were killing all over the nation. That is the only state they dared not to attack. Why? Because the man was firm to defend his people. He will go out there and say, if you dare try it, I will poison my water, poison the grass, buy guns, share my youth, will kill all the families. He was never going out there to defend his people. Fulani dared not to cross that state. In every state, I believe, every governor has that capacity. If a governor doesn't want anything to happen in the state, nobody dares. So they should stop all those nonsense and all those cigarettes whatever, government and deceiving the citizens, killing the people up and down, and putting on those people the I pop this, I that. We should stop all that. And the people got to come back to their senses. Thank you. I've raised my case.
Thank you so much. Oh, good morning to you.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm doing great.
Okay. So my brothers, your brother is calling. Peter Monte is my name from Shomolu.
All right.
Now, you started by saying, God bless the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. That's very interesting. But is he praying for the people that is governing or that is ruling over? Is he praying for Nigeria? Is he wishing us good? That's the question I have. Can he come out and tell us that he's wishing Nigerians good? That you came up, you are now subsidy gone, Nigeria started to enter into trouble, and then you do nothing about it. Say, I have no regret. Somebody that is having no regret for actions that are taken, and then that action has closed down many manufacturing companies, drug companies. Can you buy Panadol again? And then the same person, you take a decision, and then the NEPA people go on rampage, extorting Nigerians, siphoning Nigerians' money, looting Nigerians' money. How can somebody give you a bill of 260,000 naira on 1 meter that used to pay 13,000, 20,000, 28,000, and then they bring, and Tinubu has no regret, he cannot review it. Is he wishing Nigerians well? Is he wishing us the blessing of God? And then we are talking about the terrorists now. How can the Air Force tell me this morning that the people they bomb were the associates of Lakurawa? They tell you to go and fight Lakurawa, you go and fight associates. Does it make sense? That's how they do. These people, Lakurawa, they have come to stay in Nigeria. The government has granted them license to stay because if not so, the government would have fought them to that nail and they would have left the country. That's how they did with Boko Haram. And today, Boko Haram has been given their permanent place of abode in Sambisa Forest with some people's daughters. And today, Shetima, what is his name now? Shetima is not talking about Chibok girls. You remember that in 2015, APC was using Chibok girls to campaign that when we win, we will bring them back in one unit. How many years now? They have not brought them back. Now the power has come. And then they are giving them place. Tomorrow you hear they sack military base and then nothing is happening. Let me tell you, my belief is that Tinubu is the commander-in-chief of the armed forces of Nigeria. According to them, you cannot commit this kind of heinous crime. And if the commander-in-chief is not in support of killing these innocent people, he would have, ordered a probe into it. He was telling us the other day that he's happy with what the militaries are doing. He cannot probe the military. The military that we are told that more than 10,000 Nigerians lie in the military detention. You cannot probe them. And now they have gone to kill people in 2 communities. And you are not saying anything. You are commander-in-chief. I want to summarize it this way. That all misfortune Nigerians have gone through, all the troubles Nigerians have gone through, since Tinubu has been the leader of this country, I am telling you that all the box up on the table. Anything that is happening today, I will blame it on him because he has the constitutional power to make a statement that this must stop forward, like Donald Trump will say. Donald Trump will say that this must stop. So why can't Tinubu do that and say this must stop? All this killing of innocent people. You go to Kukah village, the military will kill, you are not touching them. They will go and bomb innocent Nigerians and say they are bombing associates.
Okay.
Nigeria, we should pray for God to help us. For me, I know one day will come. Tinubu will no longer be there. It will become a history. But his history will be a very dirty history in the annals of events in Nigeria. Let him be there. And Nnamdi Kanu will go one day. And see, Peter Bota did not allow Nelson Mandela to leave the prison. But when F.W. du Klerk came up, he released Mandela. So Tinubu will go, even if he doesn't release Nnamdi Kanu, because I don't see any reason that man should be kept there. The court has not sentenced Nnamdi Kanu to jail. Why are you keeping him? Then you will tell me that we live in a country where no man is oppressed, and now a man in Nigeria is so oppressed, and you are happy. Tinubu is the cause. Buhari handed over to him, and he takes over. But the God of heaven will ask them one day, and they will answer. Thank you, and God bless you.
Peter Monse. Thank you so much for calling. And somebody is saying Christians are deceiving or receiving rather messages from politicians to emulate the life of Christ, to live in peace with one another, which is fine and good. But can they also fulfill the promises of hope they made to the people? The promise of reduction of pump price when it was sold for 187 naira. The promise of making electricity available and affordable to the people. One should tell politicians that Christmas is all about love. They should love the people they govern. To me, it is funny when hearing NNPCL reducing pump price. From what to what price? What impact has the reduction on goods and services done? NNPCL should be serious for once. Benjamin from Shogunle sent that message to us. All right? Okay, thank you, Benjamin. Let's get back to phone line. Good morning to you. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning. Voice of the people.
Good morning.
My name is Nnamdi Godwin. I'm calling from Okiafa, Lagos State. Are you hearing me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I want to differ on the last speaker, Mr. Peter, that Asiwaju Ahmed Tinubu is the cause of whatever problems Nigeria has. I think we should be sincere in making any statement on the public space. Whatever problems that are on ground now, Asiwaju Ahmed Tinubu was sworn in 2023, and the problems were already there. Nnamdi Kanu was incarcerated before he came. Fuel subsidy was being eaten since the time of Obasanjo and Co. Remember the case of $10 and that of red man that put dollar inside the cap and all that stuff. Are you getting it from? The economic policy of Tinubu now is to ensure that we get our bearing back. That the subsidy of a thing should be readdressed because the oil and gas industry. Look, let me tell you the truth. Subsidy is all scam. Because between me and you, nobody has been able to defend the landing cost of 1 liter of petrol, PMS, HU, diesel, DPK, kerosene, HK, aviation kerosene, LPG. Nobody has been able to defend it since 25 to 26 years ago. Nigeria. That all of them who ruled before, they were all competent and guilty. Are you getting my point? So this man has come. He met a saw that is almost cancerous, but God will help him. He's not an economist. Get that point, sir.
Right.
Are you there?
Yes.
He's a finance man.
Thank you.
He's a finance man. So you get that point. So he needs economists to be put together to be able to do cost-benefit analysis of every policy before they are put in the public space. Very, very important. And I said, that's why. Or not to look stop us. Because we don't just jump into an affair. You must look at the cost-benefit analysis of that policy, of that decision before you take it. Very, very, very vital. If he can put economists together, they will see them and say, okay, even locally, as Dangote told you how much it costs to produce 1 liter of PMS. No. The man is just busy gambling. NAPC is doing busybody. A man who has 4 salaries and none of them can be said to be put on stream. Meanwhile, they are earning salary over 20 years. So, Tinubu is just one man. Maybe they don't kill him because the wahala of Nigeria is too much.
Thank you.
It's too much. So let God help us and help him. Thank you very much.
Thank you
Have
so
a good
much.
day.
Have a great day too. Thank you. You can send me a WhatsApp message. Yeah, WhatsApp 081-717-56338. 081-717-56338. When I return later this morning, we will talk about this Nnamdi Kanu's issue, Nnamdi Kanu's case. All right, he's released. The call by Nigerian, that he should be released. We'll touch on it. From 10:30, I'll be here. Okay, and we'll discuss all of that. But for now,
As the years they go, we dey work for dough. Some days it fast, some days it slow. Many highs and lows, but we carry go. Nothing go stop our doing so. Now the night just spirit, yes we move. With family, there's love at home. We know say Christmas, it don't come over. Blow the trumpet, parampe.
Hello, go, go, go. Everywhere you go, go, go. Everybody go, lo, lo, lo. We go enjoy, so we go to
celebrate. It's a yellow, yellow Christmas, so we celebrate. When you hear the do everybody celebrate. It's a yellow, yellow Christmas, so we celebrate. We do it anyway, any place.
Disconnect from distractions. Go make a difference this season. Merry Christmas from MTN.
Voice of the People 90.3 FM. Like I said, I was saying as regards agriculture, as regards farming in Nigeria, I said, imagine we have several churches in Nigeria. We can even talk about mosque. We have several churches in Nigeria. I want you to hear me. This is what I said. Imagine if these churches are, whether mandated or not, to produce something. We know there are farmers in Nigeria, and insecurity is ravaging the land. I mean, there are killings everywhere, in our farms and all of that. But aside that, okay, if we actually have security, if the country is well secured, and we have each big church, if we have say 20 big churches in Nigeria, they should be mandated or however to at least produce one thing. Produce one thing. Whether farmers are wherever, what we're seeing is not for a local consumption alone. All right. So Nigeria can also export. First of all, we'll have enough food in Nigeria. Enough food in Nigeria. And when we have enough food in Nigeria, we can also now sell out to other countries. And that is export. That's what we're saying. So imagine if, I don't want to start mentioning names of churches, but I am saying, let's imagine each church holding one thing. Now this one we hold. Now this one with the farm. Now this one with the farm, and all of that. Then the country will be a better place. That's what I'm saying. Imagine. Food is never too much. But whether there are people or there are farmers already, whatever, it's never too much. It's never too much. It's never too much. Nigeria is known for agriculture. Before fuel. So we should go back to this thing. We have the land everywhere. When you're traveling to the east, you see land left and right everywhere. None has been touched. Very fertile land. That's what I'm saying. In fact, that one is even too far. Say you're going to Ibadan from Lagos. You see land everywhere. Say you're going from Ibadan to Oshogbo or to Akure, or from Ibadan to Kwara. Lands everywhere, left and right. What are we doing with all of these things? That is what we're saying. Now, that's what we call food surplus. There will be surplus of food. Like in the Bible days, they say a shekel of what now will be sold for, is it a barley of, how did the Bible put it just? I mean, I don't know. But then it will be reduced. Imagine citizens buying a bag of rice for like 5,000. And you want to tell me it's not possible? Let's go into this thing and see. And you see that fuel will be a thing of the past. I'm telling you. And that's why the Archbishop of Anglican Church of Kaduna Province, Timothy Yahaya, has taken a critical analysis of Nigeria's tax reform bills, saying that until each of the 36 states is able to produce and boost one agricultural produce for export, the nation cannot move forward. You see where I'm going to now? You see what I've been saying, right? This one is even talking about one state. In Nigeria, I would ask you, what is a state known for? Let's understand. What your state now? What do they export? What does the state export? Maybe nothing. Not that they don't have something to export, but these governors just run to Abuja and grab it and come back and spend it, distribute it, hold the remaining one to themselves, and later at the end of the month, that's what they do. When we have the cocoa thing, 36 states, right, producing something. Okay, maybe one will be given yam. It's just the same thing I've been talking about. Okay, maybe because I mentioned church, right? It's okay. He's saying until each of the 36 states is able to produce and boost one agricultural produce for export, the nation cannot move forward. It's a simple matter. I concur 1,000,000%. Don't worry. By 10:30, 11, we will be talking about all of these issues too. Okay? Agric. And I'm even thinking of organizing a seminar for agric. If you cannot sell, eat, farm for self-consumption. This country, we need to survive. You and I, we need to just survive somehow. Let's forget about these guys up there and find a way to help ourselves down here. We will be fine. 0700 903 903 903 is the number to call. Let's go back to the phone lines now. Good morning.
Well, good morning, Kamishide.
Good morning to you.
Happy Xmas.
Wish you say.
I'm calling from, this is Chinedu. I'm calling from Ekpeda Akuwanjo.
Okay.
So what I'm trying to tell you people is that, you see, in church issue you are saying, how many people that worship God, that have a church that worship God? How many of them that say the truth? How many of them that tell the congregation the truth? If you watch, you see many big churches have schools. Ask how many people in that congregation, their children are attending that school.
But they made that money through that church, through all those congregations. The congregation cannot even afford to go to that school. Then now you are talking of to come on the farm to produce something to help the masses. Even though in the church there's a big politics in the church.
Let's not go there. Let's not go there. I understand your point. That one is deep. That one is another one. Leave that one.
So now, that what I'm trying to do is that if you want to help, because if you go every street, beggars full everywhere. This is not that I have one hand, I have one leg. This is normal human being. Even though me self that is talking now, I know how I can even be able to feed. Are you getting me?
Of course.
So in all this area now we are talking of, it's only God, He seek mercy that will save us.
Right.
Because if you are talking of the government cannot do anything. Because if you go to the Bible, you remember, he said that even though God said, I will harden the heart of Pharaoh for him to continue so that the Israelites will liberate themselves. And that is what you are seeing that will happen in Nigeria.
It's okay.
Very soon you will see that God himself will liberate the good ones and the bad ones will go one side. You will look at it. It's coming to pass.
Thank you.
And that is what is Nigeria.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Bye-bye.
Yeah. Let me run through some messages now because of our time. Good morning, my best radio station of the year. How long will the security men continue to kill citizens and target error? In Kaduna, many have gone. This government is not telling us the truth. Let them release Nnamdi Kanu for us, or Nigeria will what now? Will not be what? Okay, I love you all VOP members. Thank you, sir, for your good work. Ife Sinachi from Bariga. Thank you. What you're saying is true. Jude, church and mosque has finished this country. With that, people are still wicked with fellow human beings. Too bad. Colombo from Ojekunle Ladipo is saying that. Okay. Nigeria should stop living under individual ideas. We need national decisions. Too much of errors and yet lots of self-appraisal. Imagine boosting of a policy that anchors lives, hunger, and poverty. Is protection of life not part of their agenda? A policy that does not include eradication of poverty, but boosting Nigeria should begin to safeguard against indirect population reduction and ranging of the remaining few poor, that is the vulnerable ones. Errors of road construction from initial 8-lane planned for to 6 after lots of demolition of many people's property. Errors here, errors there. They are just practicing trial and error. We need collective ideas, not individuals. Individual trial and errors. Abiola is sending that message. Okay. And then, what's your name now? Austin from Alaba is saying, please tell them. Okay, tell that man from Okeafa that he should leave Peter Amonte alone. Peter is saying all the truth. The ball stops on the president's table. He is the commander-in-chief. Okay. Check the time now, 8:20. The primary purpose of a true church is spiritual. Notwithstanding, insecurity is the bane of food scarcity in Nigeria. We have many farmers, and Nigerians are ready to farm in full stretch. Chima, I disagree with you. That's first line. The primary purpose of a church, of a true church, is spiritual. My brother, church. I don't want to go into that. Let's leave that. Clement from Ayetoro in Ogun State said, I hear you said that the churches should go into farming. Yeah. Okay. We will finish this. Let's see. On by 10:30, I'll be here. We want to talk. We will argue this whole fact We'll argue this thing. We'll get to a conclusion. We'll just talk by 10:30. I want to stop reading your messages now. I will instead want to read your message later. By 10:30, everyone, catch me here. This short thing, we'll debate on it. We'll touch on it. It's our country, Abi. Good or bad, ugly, whatever, right or wrong, we must touch on it. We'll talk about it. Okay? So my name is Jude. Ikami Jude. I want to say thank you so much. Thank you, and thank you again, everyone. I'll be here again, like I said, and we'll talk more. Yeah. Do have a great morning. Please, today is Boxing Day. Give something to someone. Give a box of gifts to someone. Don't box someone. Good morning, Nigerians.
Please note, the views and opinions